What kind of company do you work for? And what kind of job do you do? Good evening, everyone. It's Haruka. Tonight I'm speaking to you from the beautiful Station Hotel Tokyo, a rather luxurious spot I've come to enjoy. And yes, in today's video I'll be slipping on and off some tights again, this time from 2 camera angles. So do stay with me until the end, if that's something you enjoy. Now, let me ask you something to start. What kind of company do you work for? And what kind of job do you do? I ask because I've been thinking a lot about work lately. How different every company can be, and how strange some of my own experiences have been. In my last video, I briefly mentioned that I've been feeling a bit low about work. I hope you don't mind if I open up a little more tonight, about one job in particular actually. It's something I don't often talk about, but I thought it might resonate with some of you. You see, I've had quite a few jobs, more than most people in Japan would consider normal, I suppose. From big corporations to tiny startups, I've really tried a bit of everything. And one of the more unusual places I worked at was a small company in Tokyo, not long after I moved here. It was run by a very young CEO. He'd started the company while still at university actually, which was impressive of course, but the culture of the company? Let's just say it was very much shaped by his personality. He was intense, very, my word is law, if you know what I mean. Not quite authoritarian, but not far off. Every Monday morning we had something called the President's Lecture. And I'm not talking about a quick team meeting. No, this was 3 to 4 hours of the CEO delivering a weekly sermon. He'd go on about the books he'd read, or what he thought was important for business that week. Sometimes even life advice, unfiltered. And during that time, you were not to be disturbed. Didn't matter if the most important client in the world was calling. You had to say, "Sorry, I'll call you back," because nothing, absolutely nothing, was to interrupt that speech. Now, some of the books he quoted were interesting, to say the least. Hannah Arendt's The Human Condition, Huizinga's Homo Ludens, even Aleister Crowley. Yes, the occultist. When he brought that one up, I remember thinking, right, what exactly are we doing here? In hindsight, I suppose the company's focus on community building and social dynamics made some of that material sort of relevant. Their business model was all about helping organisations foster stronger communities. So reading social theory, okay, that makes a bit of sense. Still, sitting through those lectures every Monday morning, it was exhausting. Not because the ideas were bad, necessarily, but because they weren't shared ideas. They were one person's ideas imposed on everyone else week after week. And yet, weirdly, I'm glad I was there. I never would have read Homo Ludens otherwise, and Arendt's work still lingers with me. Those ideas, even if wrapped in ego and hierarchy, gave me a foundation I didn't expect to build. It was painful at the time, but useful in the long run. So, I wonder, what kind of companies have you worked for? What sort of bosses have you had? If you've got a strange or unforgettable workplace story, I'd really love to hear about it in the comments. Anyway, thank you for listening to me tonight. I'll see you again in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.